welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming Podcast. I'm Conan Jones because Finn is AFK, but Inferi Mage is here. Mage, how are
Yeah,
Yeah! Mage,
I'm
how
here.
Yeah, it's just the duo podcast this week until maybe he jumps in halfway through. There's no telling. So I was just like, well, let's go ahead and just do the thing and get her going.
Yeah,
So,
who knows? He'll probably come in.
yeah, we'll just kind of roll with the punches. So Mage, how are you this week?
I've been really good. It's been a good week.
Good.
We were talking a little bit earlier before the podcast, but so I, so listeners, I've been on a consistent health journey. Off and on, more off than on. But the starting of this year, I've been pretty good about it. Quit drinking pop. Still haven't touched it. Also been going to the gym and losing weight and stuff. And I went to the gym every day this week, which I haven't been doing. So I've been really sore today.
I can imagine.
I did weights on Thursday because I wanted to bring that back. Basically what I've been doing at the gym is just walking, kind of like what Drew Carey did when he lost all the weight. but I've been walking a whole lot, mainly doing really high elevations on the treadmill. And usually I just walk about an hour, and however far I get, that's how far I get. But I've been trying to do about an hour at a speed of like 2 miles per hour, so it's not like super hardcore, but I also do it at an elevation, so that way I'm still like drenched in sweat when I'm done.
Yeah.
And
Do you mean like at an incline?
yeah, and
Okay. Just whenever I hear elevation, I think like you're like in the mountains, you're higher above sea level kind of deal.
I mean,
But
that's kind of the idea though, because the program that I've been using on the elliptical, on not the elliptical, I keep wanting to say that, but the treadmill is hill, and so it'll take me up a hill for um and basically what it does is like you start off real low, and then it goes like really high, and then it goes back down to like half that height, and then back up to the peak height, and then like 3/4 that height, and then peak height, and then back down to zero. So
yeah,
if that makes sense a little bit, I know that's kind of
it just it essentially just varies back and forth. It's not the same
yeah,
incline the entire time, and
yeah. And so I've been taking that about like 2 miles per hour, um, and and doing that for like a whole hour. So I usually hit around 2 miles, a little bit more, because they also have like a 2 minute waiting period.
yeah.
Um,
No, I mean, while it's less than some people do, it's way more than some people do. So I mean, I definitely wouldn't beat yourself up about, oh, I could be doing more or anything like that, because
well, the deal is that I need to do it more often, like because I wasn't doing it every day.
um,
Uh, and so I decided Thursday that I wanted to start doing weights again, and I wanted to push myself more on the treadmill. And so I did the hill again, but I did it faster and only for 30 minutes. And then I went to weights, and it felt good. Like I did a whole lot on the weights and stuff, and like some lower back, and some back, some arm. I wanted to do more core exercises, but there were more people in the gym than I thought there would be, and I didn't want to like.
hog
There
up
wasn't.
machines and stuff.
Yeah, there wasn't any place to like. Everyone was hogging the ab machine like hardcore. Like you got some like I'm a big dude, but I feel like I'm more physically fit than a lot of morbidly obese people. And so, of course, New Year's, so everyone's trying to do better, and I can't blame them. And I, I'm doing the same thing, so I'm not putting them down at all.
Yeah.
But you have like, they always focus on like the ab area and the core, which they should, because that helps you out a lot when you're like trying to just to do walking and stuff like that. But because of that, like I could not do the ab machine because there was like a line of like 8 morbidly obese people trying to get to that ab machine, and so I was like, damn, I want to do the same thing, and I can't.
How dare they?
So I did more on the other stuff, and I'm still feeling it today. Like I actually feel it more today than I did yesterday because this was Thursday, and then yesterday I went hardcore on the walking and just like I did a 5K yesterday.
Look at you go.
So and that feels good. Like the 5K was fine. I actually did it at faster speed than I've been doing. Like I did it faster than the 2 miles per hour. I did it. I ramped it up because
Yeah.
I didn't do hill. I did track, so it's at a slight elevation or incline, but not nearly as much as the hill. And I kept ramping it up every two or three laps that I did. So, but I did a whole 5K, and
Because what is it like 2 point something miles?
it's 3.10 miles.
3.2?
10.
So
So
4?
3.1. 3.1.
Oh. What?
It's 3 miles and then a tenth of a mile.
Okay.
The 5K.
For some reason, 3.10 was like, that's just 4, isn't it? But
No.
that's not how decimals work, Conan.
You're not. That's funny. I'm not even sure how you got that idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. Can you hear Ron scratching on my door?
Not really.
Okay.
It's raining outside, so where I'm at, so you might hear that in a little bit.
Yeah, it was raining here earlier, but it stopped. I'm gonna yell at my cat real quick. He's a jerk. I yelled at him and I said, "Stop it!" And then he meowed at me back through the door. I was like, "Yes, do what I say." But um, well, I'm glad you've been productive at the gym. Rest of your week gone all right?
Yeah, I started my job. Um, I was going to go on Wednesday week, but that's pretty much it. It's like I just started it,
Yeah.
and
I know you talked a little bit about it last week, but it didn't process in my brain what it was that you're doing.
oh, okay, I'm an admissions clerk,
Okay, so what?
and what that does is so like the people that you send your applications to when you get into college, like there's people that process your applications. They also process like stuff you need to graduate, like degree checks and and like your personal information and stuff like that, and we just file it and everything. So
Gotcha.
we're
Okay.
the people that you send that stuff to. Uh, Basically, we work for the registrar. So
Okay, that makes more sense. For some reason, like you said what it was, but we didn't really kind of go into what it was you were doing, like specifically. So I was just like, I don't really know what is actually going on. But well, that's cool. Are you having to work remotely? Or are you getting to go into the school?
oh, I go into the school. We have masks and stuff, but I know like um, I know one of the ladies that I work with. She sometimes works home, works at home, but mostly
Yeah.
it's just there, especially because there's students at the school, and so we do have to be there to answer phones and answer questions if they come to the office.
Yeah, do all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and I've only been there for a week, so I'm still learning. I basically just got phone privileges, but it's not any different than when I was working at Best Buy as far as the phone does. I
Yeah.
just need to learn like the answers is kind of the question is kind of the thing. So, um, but as far as like the policies and answering the phone, same as any other customer service job. But it's been good. It's been easy. I will say that it is like working at a place that serves lunch. Um, I do have to buy it, but it's like $5, and it's a college lunch, so it's like all you can eat and whatever. Is probably the most convenient thing ever. Like I still get like an hour paid lunch, and all I have to do is walk across the street to the cafeteria, and it's like this is great. The food's pretty good too. So
It's always a plus when the food's like decent, also. So I mean,
yeah, I well they have. It's not like because I'm working at a state college, so it's not like it's huge, but they do have a culinary school, and I know when I was in high school, a lot of people wanted to do that, and I guess it's still pretty big because their food's pretty good. Um, and so they don't have a whole lot of options, but they do have like three or four. So it's not like I can find something that I like, you know.
yeah, is it kind of like a cafeteria type
Yeah,
style
it's a
cafeteria?
it's a cafeteria.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like
Kind of like how Soissons was. It's pretty much the exact same thing like that.
just like a buffet line or two of just whatever's on the menu that day.
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if it was like a food court kind of cafeteria. I remember I was at OU for a semester right after high school, and their cafeteria was kind of the same, but it was just on a whole different level. Like, it was just a lot of choices. Um, Even though it was all still kind of the same buffet style stuff, it was just a bunch of stuff. But that's, I guess, neither here nor there. um, okay, let's see. Oh, I haven't talked about myself. We talked about Mage all along so far.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I'm so selfish. I just like to talk about
yeah,
myself.
for real. No, I had an okay week. I had some stuff that we'll kind of get into with the fails of the week. Um, but all in all, like it wasn't horrible. My first on call night was this week, um,
Oh, you had
which
to do an on call? I thought you had like people for that.
so with my new job, since we have different criteria for the cases that we take, since they're more severe, we have our own rotating on call. But like the normal rotation cases, they do have their after hours unit. That's all they do is after hours calls. So yes, we do, but no, we don't. Kind of answer to that
Oh,
question.
so you do have a rotating, but only if it's like a serious priority one.
So yeah, so all the serious priority ones come to me and my new group. But
Like if there's like 8 police officers already at the scene, you got to go.
yeah, usually like if it's like sex crimes, or like deaths or near deaths and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
love that.
Oof. First one, proud of you.
Oh my bad, I wasn't even thinking.
um, uh, Marking it in. I spelled your name horribly wrong, but that's okay.
Wow. How long have we known each other, Conan? You can't spell mage right,
I know, right? Um,
and you're supposed to take care of kids.
um, so yeah, I had my first on call this week. I'm actually on call for President's Day, and then again that next weekend, just because of how the schedule kind of worked out. We have to be on call at least one holiday a year, and my first year, last year, I was on for Martin Luther King Day. So then I went all the rest of 2020 without having to be on rotation for a holiday. So it's like, hey, you're up for another holiday. I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of claim a less important holiday as opposed to like Thanksgiving or Christmas, whenever it's just kind of expected to go visit family and all that sort of stuff. So I just claimed President's Day. Plus, my wife has to work anyway, so I would just be sitting home alone as it is, which is not necessarily a bad thing, just point of conversation, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
um, okay. I guess we can just go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Mage, what is your fail this week?
I've just been kind of well. Right now, it's I did a homework assignment and I completely botched it and got a zero. But
Heck yeah.
yeah, there was 4 questions, and I don't know what I just don't know the answers to them. Like they were like, this is awful.
All right. So,
But I'm a little behind with homework, and that's kind of my fail.
well, hopefully you can get some catching up done. Is it a lot of stuff you just haven't done, or is it just like, oh hey, I thought today was Friday.
Oh, it's just a lot of stuff I haven't done.
Okay.
Like I kind of working through them pretty fast, and that's the only assignment that I've completely messed up on. And the questions were just bad. They were just bad questions. Like,
Just ones you didn't understand, or like I
oh yeah,
just
I just didn't understand them like at all. And there would be no way that you would understand them because you're not taking the class if I read them out to you.
oh
I can't
yeah.
read them out to you anyway because the homework assignment's locked now. So there's that.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask for you to read the questions out anyway because I know I would just be like, oh what? But well, hopefully you can get them knocked out and get the thing done before too terribly long. Or is I guess you said it's locked out. Does that mean you just have to take the graded you got with it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Uh, I attempted it 3 times and I got better grades than that last time,
It's,
but it wouldn't let me know what I got wrong. And so I just like, how am I supposed to fix it if you don't let me know what I got wrong?
so it didn't even tell you like question three was answered incorrectly or anything. It's like you just got a
No, no. And I
75
was
out of
trying to figure
100.
out why. I was trying to figure that out. It just nope, just wouldn't let me.
Wow. Like I can understand not telling you like, oh, the correct answer for number three was answer C instead
Yeah,
of
just tell me
answer
if I
A.
tell me what ones I got wrong. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't do that. So, and maybe I'm just maybe it's a user error, not the thing error, but that's
Eh.
annoying.
Just blame it on the computer. So I mean, it's always the computer's fault.
It's okay. It's just one homework assignment, and there's like a bajillion of them, so I should be
Yeah.
okay.
You'll have time to make it up. It's still early in the semester.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
um,
Uh,
all right. Oh, you've got a second one on here.
oh, let me look what I put. Sorry.
It says referral fiasco.
Oh yeah. So before I could start my job, they needed to do a referral check, and most places that I've worked at before have they do referral checks, but they don't make like a huge deal about it because if you're gonna put people on that you're like, hey, these are my references, they're gonna say nice things about you. So,
Yeah.
well, at least they're supposed to, unless you just made a horrible judgment of character on their part. You know?
Or you just get someone that's just a jerk for the sake of being a jerk. But
Yeah, but why would
that's
you do that on your own references?
yeah, exactly. That's still kind of a character
Yeah, like
issue on your
if they're gonna call someone that's gonna be a jerk, it better be your last boss or something. And you
yeah.
better not put them on your reference sheet. like, uh, but they were like super hardcore about no, we need to do this reference check. And the lady said that she had called my references, but no one answered. And I was like, that's odd because the people I put down as references are like really reliable. Um, and they almost always answer the phone, at least when I call them,
Yeah.
you know. And they knew they were on my reference sheet, but they're like, just give them a call and let them know that we want to talk to them, do a little do a reference check, and and give them our number or something. And I was like, okay, I mean that's kind of your job, but I'll do that.
I should just go ahead and ask them these questions and just report back to you with what they say then, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. But it turns out the lady that was doing that is part time anyway. So like I called my references and just kind of explained to them the situation and them being reliable, awesome people because I'm not dumb and I put reliable, awesome people as my references. Um, I'm not saying that you're not reliable and awesome, Conan, but we never really worked together, really. So
Yeah, it's like this is kind of the extent of our relationship to some degree. Like we just don't see each other in person. Yeah, we've never worked together in any sort of professional capacity. Like
I
I
mean, I guess you could infer to how I was back in college, but
that's
that
kind
was
of
a while ago, and I'm a much different person than I was then.
yeah,
So,
exactly. It's like he shows up on
No,
time
you're
to the
not.
podcast sometimes. Oh, look who it is!
oh, he's there.
I'm so okay. First of all, I tested positive. I don't know if you've said this in the podcast or not. Apparently, y'all have just been sitting there flaming me for 20 minutes. I have tested positive for COVID. Okay, so I have been resting and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So
That's
I'm
fine. You could have
sorry
said something.
that I wasn't here. I thought today was Friday because I have lost count of my days because I have been sleeping so much and getting better. I thought today was Friday. I really did. So I went back to sleep after I ate breakfast because I Snapchatted Conan because he got Brahms and I got Brahms. So I had my sausage egg and cheese biscuit and my single order of biscuits and gravy, and then I went back to sleep.
We only flame you for about 20 seconds and then moved on. So
We really didn't even talk about it. You were just like, "Hey, Finn's AFK, so we're gonna do this."
So I'm here. I'm laying down though. I'm not at my computer. I have my AirPods in. So if I sound weird or different, I'm sorry. I'm just tired.
No, you good. You good.
we'll be back
But
back to normal next week.
Yeah.
Um, okay,
But,
I was about to
oh, I
get
was
in.
talking about referrals. I was talking about the referrals.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so the lady's a part timer anyway,
Hmm.
and and uh, and so I called my referrals, and they're reliable awesome people. So they all like answer. Like one didn't answer my call, but I had like four, and the other three did. And the one that didn't, I left a voicemail. So, um,
So this
but
is still just you calling them to tell them that these people are going to be calling for you.
yeah. I was like maybe they just didn't answer it because it's a random number or
I
whatever.
thought you got that job already. The
Oh, I
one
did.
at the.
I'm just explaining what my fail was,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and it's not even really my fault, but it was just really funny. and so I talked to them, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, we'll just give them a call today." We didn't get any calls. Like all three of them were just like, "Yeah, no one called us,"
Heck yeah.
except for one. One was like one said like, "Yeah, I got a call, but it was at like 3 o'clock on a Friday, and I'm an epidemiologist, and we're doing COVID."
I have more important things to do than to answer your phone
I
call.
I just haven't had a chance to call them back, but I totally intended to. Like he was completely honest about it. It was like, yeah, that's fine. Just I was just letting you know and give him a call back. And so like the next week rolls around, and like I'm supposed to start Tuesday, and I go up there and they're like, well, we haven't gotten called by anyone, and so and I'm just like, you what? and so I get called back. My buddy's like, I called them like 3 times and no one's answered the phone.
Heck yeah.
I'm like, cool. And so I guess the day that they called, the lady was the lady was off work because she's a part timer. And
All
I was like,
right.
oh wow, that's annoying.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's an oof.
but they were able to get it done on that Tuesday, so I started Wednesday. So I did start a day later than they wanted me to, but that's not really my fault.
Yeah, that's their fault for slow playing you.
Yeah, and from everything I've been told, I still get paid the same. So
Well,
whatever.
yeah. No harm, no foul, I guess.
Yeah, but it was just really funny and a little aggravating.
Yeah.
It's like this is even my fault.
All right, Ben, you got a
Uh-oh.
fail. Other,
I wonder what my fail could be.
I wonder.
Well, my fail is that I tested positive for COVID. Luckily, though, I will say that it's been pretty mild. The only thing that like has really been like painful and stressful is like the I've been coughing so much and like coughing up stuff so much that the muscles around my chest are just constantly inflamed and it hurts really
On
bad.
fire.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is day. I think this is day 8 or 9 of it. So
That's
So
rough, dude.
last week when we was doing the podcast, whenever I was coughing so much and being sick, then that was COVID. That wasn't me just being what I thought was just like allergies, but that was actually COVID. So
And that's why we social distance and don't see each other.
exactly, that's why we don't travel to New Orleans in the middle of a pandemic.
We wait till it's over.
We wait till it's over.
It will never be over.
You're probably right because people are stupid. The biggest thing I'm mad about, excuse me, is that I have probably been one of the most safest people with this stuff. Like wearing a mask everywhere I go, being smart, using hand sanitizer literally after every class, using hand sanitizer literally to the point where like my hands are like dried out from it.
Yeah, my wife's hands are
And
ripped.
like you think my hands are like freaking salt sandpaper now, but and then I still got it. So just and while I am having just a mild case of it, people, it is still a very serious situation. Like if this was bad, if this was like bad for me, I there's nobody that would take care of my brother but me, like or my dogs. Like if I was gone, I don't know what would happen with them. So yes, while I'm thankful that mine has been a very mild and I guess a mild case of COVID, that does not mean that I'm taking it any less serious than what it should be. I'm still gonna be, even though I have the antibodies in me for a little bit, I'm still going to be wearing a mask everywhere I go, doing everything I did before, but doing it a lot better now, just so I don't have this happen again. So please make sure you're taking this seriously because it is a very serious situation.
It's sad that stuff like that still has to be said. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's stupid because people are stupid. Like Mage, because he doesn't know that his nose goes under his mask.
what?
Ha ha.
That's a call. That's a callback joke from what a month and a half ago now that I still have not let die.
Ben needs to go back to bed. He's
it's
delirious.
it's funny that it's a callback joke to something that you misheard and just have repeated into
No,
existence.
it's not. I did not misheard it. He agreed to it. That
No, I
he was
said that.
confused. Oh my god! I'm gonna go back and listen.
Go back and
Go ahead,
find
Mage.
while you're stuck at home in COVID precautions. You go back and listen to all like the past 3 months worth of recordings to find it.
The deal was is I didn't realize that my deviated septum would have any effect on whether I had COVID or not, which it doesn't. But that's semantics, really, at this point.
Touche.
I guess another fail for this week for me would be this is really a kind of a win though too. But this morning when I woke up, I guess when I went to go use the bathroom in the middle of the night, I closed my door, but like I guess I didn't jingle the handle enough for it to like for the how like your door like the door handle will get like stuck a little bit sometimes.
I think so.
Yeah, mine.
Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah, my door handle got stuck, and then like so that led to Vader pushing open my door and waking me up and licking my face and stuff.
Him's a good boy.
So that means that he is now quarantined with me as well. Because luckily, Turtle Boy has not gotten any sort of symptoms or anything like that. So, and I've been quarantined away from him since Saturday after the podcast recording. I was just like, I need to just probably stay away from him.
Um, so how are you guys working that? Like,
It's been a lot of ordering out and just him eating food that's like The one that he knows how to cook, like burritos and pizza rolls and stuff
You all
like
wear
that.
masks in the house?
Yes, we are wearing masks now. So I wear I wear a mask every time I come out of my room, and he puts his on when I come out of my room. And then we make sure that we like spray down Lysol everything that I touch and stuff like that.
All right.
But
I was just kind of
he hasn't shown any symptoms, and I'm really happy about that because that means I've been doing I've been doing good about my quarantining. But uh,
You know what's funny?
but
Conan's the only one of us who hasn't gotten coronavirus, and he's at the most high risk job out of all three of us.
I
He,
mean,
he goes he goes and visits all these random people, and I know half of them don't do anything.
right.
yeah,
I mean, I would also put teaching up there also, like because kids get away from their parents and they do whatever they want. Like,
I mean, I
yeah,
guess that's true.
dude. That's I 100% got this for one of my kids.
oh yeah.
Like I don't know which one, but 100% got it from one of them.
And yeah, so it's but I actually go back for my second round my vaccine next week. So that'll be I'll get to report on how that does next week.
I soon I'll
my
be able
grandma got
to.
her. My grandma got her second shot. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see
So
that
she's
new?
got both of them.
Did you guys see the new massive stimulus package that Biden approved?
No.
I guess not.
I
Jesus
heard that it got
Christ!
approved, but I don't know what's in it.
Yeah, so it got passed by both the House and the Senate,
Yeah.
with Kamala Harris being the deciding vote, and like that thing's big. Like, so everyone's getting $1,400 to complement the 2,000 that was promised us at the beginning of the year.
So does that mean wait? Does that mean that kids get 1,400 as well?
It said everybody.
Oh my God, that means I get 2,800.
I don't know. They might do it less
Oh,
for kids
scale
and
vacation.
dependents, because I read like the Sparks Note version, so it's probably going to be
Yeah,
less for dependents. But
because I'll be getting that at the same time as probably my tax return. So, whew,
uh, but they
that's a
also
scale vacation
they also increased funding for schools and colleges, and they raised the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
for federal jobs, not for. Keep that in mind. It's federal jobs, not everywhere jobs.
Uh, but like that thing is like there's so many like they're just like everything that people's been asking for a while. They just went ahead and did everything all at once.
Dude,
And
that's
I'm just kind of like,
crazy.
ooh, that's a lot of money being thrown around.
But
I
I
can't
think
wait to see all the people that like hate Biden and just like or start throwing a fit about it.
Oh yeah, and you got some people that are already. I was reading the comments. Now, to be fair, I read it off of one of our local news sites, SparkNotes version.
Oh man, yeah, that's yeah.
No, it was pretty objective actually. I was pretty impressed with it.
No, I mean the people in the comments though.
Yeah, the people in comments, it was like a lot of them. There were a few that were pretty pumped about it actually, but there were some that were just like, and these people are working like McDonald's or something like that. They're just like,
Yeah,
blah blah blah, $15 an hour. How are we gonna pay for all this? You can barely pay for your livelihood. How do you not want $15?
yeah.
It was just, oh, I love it so much.
it's amazing how
People,
many political science majors pop out of the woodwork whenever something happens like this.
yeah, yeah.
And
And but I mean, like everything in that bill was like things that people have asked for years. Like it was just I just wasn't expecting it to all come out at one time, and that's kind of I was like, oh, they're really
they're
they're really
swinging for
going
the
balls to the
fences.
wall to this.
Yeah.
They're really going hard to the paint.
Was there a time frame on when the um, the minimum wage stuff goes into effect.
I will be completely honest. I read all the things that were in the bill, did not read the when it was supposed to go into effect, so I don't know.
Okay, never mind then. I
I
will.
mean, we can probably look that up real quick.
Yep,
Finn, you
probably.
got it.
He's on his phone.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Wait, can you hear my clicks and stuff?
No, you just sound like crap.
Oh yeah, I'm on my phone. Okay, I'm texting right now.
COVID, you know.
Do you have your keyboard make clicks whenever you type on it?
No, well, when I have my headphones in, it does it automatically, which is stupid as hell. But
Okay.
but I put it on. No, that's annoying. I hate people that
Yeah,
do
I find that super annoying too.
that.
I about lost my mind on this lady the other day that was on her speakerphone walking around Walmart and
Yeah.
was holding her phone up to her face and shouting at the phone as
Dude, my
she was
mom.
having a conversation. Like,
I know my mom listens to this podcast, so it's gonna be really funny when I talk about her. But she used to do that all the time when she had her iPhone 6. And to be fair, that iPhone 6 was broken, and so that was the only way that you could hear her or she could hear you. But she got a whole brand new iPhone, and she still does that. I guess she got so used to doing it on the iPhone 6 that she's just like, "Yep, we'll just do speaker."
yeah, there's a commercial going around. I don't remember who it's for, but it's like trying to keep you from becoming your parents.
Oh yeah,
It's like probably some like car insurance or some stupid thing like that. But
it's so
there's
funny. Like when we're trying to switch like from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2 and like go watch a DVD or something like that. She's just like, "You do that. I don't know how." And I was like, "You sound just like my grandma, your
right.
mom. You do know how if you would just do it."
Just do the thing.
It's like she does like all this IT work at the school and everything else like that because the school's IT people are bad. It's just like she can't figure out how to switch from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2. You know?
Gotta love people.
She totally can. She's just being lazy.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right, Mom. I'm calling you lazy. I know you're listening.
Okay.
Wait. So your mom listens to the podcast. So she
Oh yeah.
listens to all the stupid arguments that we get into, right?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Does she pick a side on the stupid arguments that we get
She
into?
hates you with
She
every
Well,
probably
fiber of her
does.
being.
I am her son, so clearly
That
she
doesn't
picks you
say
over me
anything.
every
My mom
time.
hates me, so.
So clearly she picks you over me every time. I'm just kidding. We honestly don't talk about it very much. I just know that she listens to it because she enjoys it. Like,
Well, that's
but
good. Shout out to Mama Mage for listening to us.
Mama Mage is a avid supporter of the podcast.
Goodness. Okay.
All
So
right.
my
What do we got
fail.
for topic one? Oh, Conan didn't even do his fellas yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're like 40 minutes in and we're not even through fails yet. So
Are you really 40 minutes in?
I
Dude, we
mean,
have a lot to talk about.
you
And also, you
joined
came
him.
in halfway through.
Yeah, you joined about 15 minutes in, and Mage was still telling a
Jesus
story, and then we just went off the
Christ.
rails. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
because
didn't even get to hear about the homeless man. Man.
yeah, that was not
Oh
even
yeah.
a on the air discussion. That was just a before we
Yeah.
Oh, was
started.
it? Oh, okay.
So, so my fail this week. I had my first death case that I
Oh.
had to work. Obviously, not getting into details.
Not
What? Oh, okay, that was weird. But yeah, obviously can't get into details with stuff. But that is a weird thing that I just don't yet know how to maneuver through. Like
I,
parents finding out that their kid just died and now I have to ask them questions about parenting and like what they enjoy about parenting and has them to ask them all these safety questions and I'm just like this doesn't seem
well, why do
like
you have to ask them all the safety questions if their kid's dead? Like,
there were other kids in the home.
I not to sound. Sorry.
Yeah, there's not really a
That
good way
sounded
to
very
talk
callous of
about
me.
this without sounding super calloused and
Yeah, but
dickish.
it's just like to me, it's like their kid just died.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm gonna go move my cat because he's about to break my door down.
Yeah, Ron was scratching at Conan's door earlier when we started the podcast.
Well, Mage, tell me about this homeless person.
Okay, so it was funny. I decided this morning that I decided yesterday that I was going to come up to my church to get better internet, to do the podcast, and also to do my homework for school.
Yeah.
And so I stopped by Subway and got me like one of their
Did you eat
salads.
fresh?
Yeah. I actually got me a salad and everything. And so I was in the parking lot of the church eating the salad, and like no one was in the parking lot. I'm eating the salad, and I look up, and then there's like 3 people, and 2 of them I recognize. They're like elders of the church, and they're talking to this dude, and he's kind of twitching and stuff. But he didn't look like overly dirty and stuff. But he wanted to. Usually he comes to the church, I guess, to take a shower, and sometimes he gets help with food because we do have a local food bank. and like as soon as I look up, like he just like locks his eyes with me. It starts, and the 2 older ladies that were talking to him just kind of like turn around and look at me too, and I was like, oh, all right. So I roll down my window. He walks up, and I take him out to McDonald's because he was kind of explaining the situation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's pretty much it. I took him to McDonald's, and I let him inside the church. Basically, the 2 older ladies didn't want to deal with him, and so I took him to McDonald's, got him some food, and let him take a shower and go to the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was basically it. But that's why
That's very Christian of you.
I was about to say that was
and
much
not
less
very
spicy.
Christian of them.
Well, okay. He was talking to me. He's definitely into meth. Like, like he has that like all those telltale signs of like a meth user, and he never said it explicitly, but he also told me about like some of the homes that he's been in, and a lot of them were like sober living homes. So you're like, yeah.
That's what's
But he was
going
telling me
on.
that he got a new job, and he's been living in his car. He recently got kicked out of our local homeless shelter because he wasn't doing the work that they asked him to do, and he was just like, sometimes I just wake up and I get kind of start starting to think about myself and thinking and get so and just start thinking and I forget to do the work. And I'm just like, dude, you can't do that. They got other people they got to take care for. So if you don't do the work, that's their prerogative to kick you out. But that's basically what it was. I was just taking care of them.
Goodness.
All right. That's good, Mitch.
It was just really funny. That I was just like, I'm like barely a member of the church because since COVID, and like the two ladies are like devout, and they're just like, yeah, you can take care of them. Okay,
pass the buck.
All right, we got this.
Well,
but I let you guys know
you're a good person, Nick. As much as I like blame you and stuff, and like argue with you, I know deep down you're a good person. And
deep down, like not.
Right there.
You have to dig deep for my goodness.
And when I'm giving him a compliment, of course he's got to fight with me about it. So, in typical Maze fashion, he has to ruin it.
Finn, if your compliments weren't so backhanded, I wouldn't have to fight them.
It wasn't backhanded.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I hate you. I take back what I said.
Mage is no longer a good person.
Anyways.
You're like the mother on Tangled, where she's like, so have you ever seen Tangled?
Oh, Tangled, yes. The
Tangled.
movie about the Disney
Mother Gotha, and at the very beginning, she's always like, she's talking to Rapunzel, and she's like telling her that she's getting kind of chubby and all these things, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm just joking. It's just a tease. Don't get so serious." You're exactly like
that's man. Don't okay. That's how my family like jokes and stuff though. Like
it's abusive, Finn.
I know it's abusive, but like
that's my life.
That's Native American family culture, Mage. You know
That's
that.
toxic, is what it is.
It is. I don't do it to I don't do it to Turtle Boy, but to you that's different. You're my friend. I mess around with your friends.
I'm just giving it a hard time, but it's just funny because like every single time we talk about each other, and like even in a good way, it just reminds me of that. We're just like it's always like it's like yes, it's nice, but also there's just like a little bit of a sting to it.
Yeah.
Like you're cool, but oh, all right. Can't you just leave it at the first part? You don't need
All
to
right,
add everything to it.
Conan, what we
Okay.
got for topic two? Since we are at like 50 minutes already, we need to kind of like.
Okay. Football is back.
Oh
Yay! Coach's
yes.
corner. What happened?
Wait, wait, what? I don't have anything for Coach's Corner because I've COVID.
Yeah.
All right. Wins of the week.
Woo!
Wait, what are
45.
you talking about? What minutes are we at?
We're at 45, 46 now.
Okay, then why are we blazing through? I said we kind of need to go quicker. I didn't mean like jump through everything.
What
Okay.
what was this thing about football and NCAA?
Okay, so the NCAA football games are coming back, and like I think probably next year, not this year, but next year. I'm so happy. Those games are like the fun. Like I'm not a fan of
Oh,
Madden.
like the video game.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
just
not a
thinking. I was
fan
like,
of
college football
Madden.
was already going on. Why is it?
Yeah,
I was really confused when you were talking
because
about
like I'm
it.
not a fan of Madden. Okay, it's not my game. I don't. I mean, like, yeah, I like NFL football, but like college
Watch it.
football's like what I'm
Watch them
about.
do the same thing that they do with Madden, and you have to like buy packs to play certain schools.
That's probably going to be the thing, and I'll buy the first one. I'll tell you this. I'll buy the first one, okay? Because I really want to play it. I really want. I really want to. I miss those games. But if it's a gotcha game like how FIFA and Madden is now, I'm not gonna get another one. I'll be very upset.
They should. They
You
should. They better have a franchise mode where you become a prospective college athlete and
you
then
know what would be
go
cool
through.
also? Like kind of along those lines of unlocking teams instead of paying for them. If you just started with like a D3 school and just slowly worked your way to like more D1 schools or like
We're gonna start a SWAT suit.
yeah, and
Heck
like
yeah!
you start at like
Or make your own school.
what's the one in Midwest City like Rose State College, and then I'm gonna bump up to a SWASU, and then I'm gonna move to like an OSU, and then I'm gonna move to a real school like OU.
Classic.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Or just like do the play to unlock like different conferences and stuff, and then you can play in because that was like my only bugaboo with those is like I always just played as OU, and then I did a season or two, and then I just kind of was done with it. Like really enjoyed my time with them, don't get me wrong, but I never really got too deep in the weeds with them. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, that's my thing is I just want to play as OU. I don't care about the other teams, like the other 117 other college football teams or whatever there is at Division One.
Um,
Like,
I just want to be. I just want to play as special teams and then do a fake
just
punt pass.
like I want to do that. I want to have OU run the wishbone, and I want to do
I want to be a
uh
fullback and do a fullback dive.
and mascot
Is
versus mascot game mode. That's all I
oh
want to
yeah,
do.
that one
That's
was
all I
fun.
want to do. Is just OU have the wishbone playbook and mascot versus mascot. Okay,
yeah.
I want to decapitate Pistol Pete. Okay, and just they just
I remember on the last one that I had, I started as like North Texas and saw how fast I could get them a national championship without like changing any of the player stats or anything like that. And it was like 2 or 3 seasons. I went from like crappy like 0 and 15 or 0 and 12 seasons to undefeated national championships.
Speaking of Texas, who wants to bet that Texas put money into the game so that way their players would be better than everybody else? So that way when they play it, they can dream that Texas is back.
and start the memes again.
Start the memes. Texas is back in this video game, at least.
Yeah. Good lord. So yeah, hopefully, like, did those ever come to PC? Or they always just been on console?
I think just console.
Yeah, I don't remember. Probably just console. I don't even think Madden's ever been on PC, has it?
I have no idea.
It's for normies, so probably not.
Conan, just get a PS5.
Yeah, because I've got money to drop on that.
You're about to get your stimulus check. You're about to get 2,800 stimulus check. Just be like, hey, Jojo Jump,
Conan's spending
shut
all his
up.
money trying
And
to
here,
get a
I'm gonna
baby
give you
right now.
give me 800 of
I was
it.
about to say,
There
you
you
saw
go.
her Facebook post this week, yes?
Yeah, he's spending all his money to
Oh,
get a baby.
let me see.
You know how, like,
Hang on.
we haven't. We'll talk about that after we're done recording, because that's a conversation for off the air.
Oh,
Yeah, don't want to embarrass your wife on the air.
Um,
Or embarrass yourself with your low sperm count.
thanks, Mage.
Mage.
He does it.
Didn't he
I just
say
like
he
to
went
say
to the
it's his
doctor?
fault.
Wait. Didn't Conan like go to the doctor like a month and a half ago, saying that his swimmers were fine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. That's why
he
I
was
make
just
him
being a
a
jerk just to make me look bad.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
See, Conan Jones. See, I'm here to defend you. Don't worry.
I just like how Finn just thought that I was making fun of him to be mean, but I'm just teasing him because we're friends. Doing the Finn thing.
using his own friendship tactics against him.
Yeah.
Goodness. I know I've still got my brother's PS4. Honestly, haven't played it since the last time I talked about God of War. Like, I finished God of War and I haven't started it back up yet because
Oh, did you do all the side quest stuff?
I didn't finish all of them. Like, I was going through and trying to just get all of the things, but my wife called me out and I was watching these videos on my phone trying to find all the collectibles because I just didn't want to waste my own time trying to find them myself.
That's fair.
That's what
I
I
do that
did. I
too.
don't give.
Yeah, I was like, I want these things, but I don't want to work
I'm
for them.
sorry, Conan.
But I'm totally in agreement. I want those things, but I don't want to work for them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my
Those
wife,
things are stupid, ridiculous to find. Like the Ravens in God of War. Like
yeah,
those things are ridiculous to find.
and they're just
Like
all over
there's
the
one that
place.
I legit could not find. Like even like you get like eventually you get like a locator thing like, oh hey, you saw this, but you didn't collect it or whatever. So I spent like 30 freaking minutes looking for this thing. And it's like you're like in this cave or whatever, or crevice or whatever, and you look up and it's like directly into the sun. So there's no way you could actually see it. It's stupid.
Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
one that
I
pissed me
actually think I
off.
know what you're talking about too. Like,
because I
It
remember the
pissed me
first.
because it's right into the sun,
I remember
and you
walking
can't
through.
see it.
Yeah, walking through that level the first time. I remember looking out that little hole in the cave and being like, "Wow, this game looks really nice." And I even was like, "Man, hey wife, look how nice this game looks." And she was like, "I don't care. Like, shut up."
thanks.
And then I just kept walking, and I was just then went back through with the stuff, and it was like, yo, yeah, you stared right at it and didn't see it.
It's stupid. Like
Look how nice this game is. Yeah. Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Go away. Stop
Thanks,
talking
Jojo.
to me. Yeah. Thanks, hon.
Why can't you just support me?
Yeah. Appreciate my interests. um. Oh, okay. We were talking about football.
it's fine. We
Yeah.
burned enough time with it. All right, Coach's Corner. We didn't have any games this week because of COVID. Everything got canceled. So more games next week, hopefully, if I can reschedule these games because I can't go back to school till Tuesday, but our games are played on Monday.
Can your
So
kids play with you quarantined?
I would assume they can, but
Do you guys have like
need
someone
somebody to
that,
watch them.
yeah, do you have somebody that you can watch that can watch them?
Yeah, I think so if I ask her. But she's at state right, or she's at the state championship for academics club right now.
Dude, academic team. She's at state champion. She's at the state championship for academic team.
Yeah, our academic team made the state championships.
Gosh, that's pretty good. That's
I know,
really
I'm
good,
pretty happy
actually.
about it. Like
Dude,
half of those
academic
kids
team's
are my
hard.
band kids too.
That's always a good feeling.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, all right, Conan, let's go what we've been playing this week. Conan, what you been playing this week?
So I thought I was gonna have more time to get stuff done, and I have
You
not
thought
because
wrong.
I had my first on call this week. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually sent you a snap whenever I was still out there.
I
Um,
remember that.
I was up way north, pretty much in Enid, not Eden, Guthrie. I don't know why I get those two mixed up. Um, and it was like 9:30 at night. After going, I had a meeting at 8:30 that morning, and then I was going until I get home about 10 o'clock that night. So that was a fun night, but um, yeah, I just haven't had a whole lot of time to play. I saw all random Earth is back up for a little
I
bit.
saw that.
I
Hey, what are
played.
y'all doing right now? Do you want to get down on that after this?
I can play a little bit. Um,
Mage, do you
I'll
want
have
to
to,
get down on that?
I'll have to switch between that and work. So I might play one game and then do a homework assignment and then come and play another one.
Okay. All right. I can get down on that.
um, so yeah, between that and I just kind of have some phone games that I play every here or so while I'm pooping and wasting time at work. Um, but not really a whole lot of things to actually report or talk about. So it's kind of neither here nor there. So
Yeah, and I've been swamped because I got a job now. I've been doing my gym stuff and then homework on top of that. And so it's just been like busy, busy, busy.
yeah, busy. Finn, you played anything while you've been on quarantine?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Final Fantasy and Overwatch. That's pretty much it.
I'm
Just
surprised by that.
really?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
I thought you beat Final Fantasy.
No, not Final. Did I say Final Fantasy?
You did say
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Sorry, I'm looking up Final Fantasy, but no, I've been doing uh WoW and Overwatch. That's pretty much it.
Nice. When
Those are
is
not
the
even close to the two games that you said.
he said I thought he said Overwatch, but you did say Final Fantasy.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what were you saying, Mage?
Whatever. It's fine. When
And
is
I've been
the
trying to get to the thing that I'm trying to do right now in World of Warcraft is there's two things is getting ahead of the curve for defeating the raid boss, the final raid boss on heroic. Right now, my guild is a 9 out of 10. So we've been working on the last one. We're actually gonna do an extra day of it and go work on it tonight. So if y'all want to watch it, I'll start about 7 tonight, just so you can get to see how the last raid boss is for WoW for this current patch. It's actually pretty like mechanical. Like I actually really enjoy this. This is a really good boss. There's a lot to
that's
do,
cool.
and if
Is he
I'm
kind
and
of
if
gimmicky?
like do what?
Is he kind of gimmicky?
He's not really get well. Okay, let me give backstory on it. So you the raid is Castle Nathria. It's it's basically the it's basically a gothic like not when I mean gothic I mean like Victorian gothic castle with with these people that are they're basically like they kind of look like vampires kind of that's be the closest thing as I would label it to as vampires, but they're not really like you're like they don't have like sucking blood or like anything like that. It's just they do deal with a lot of like red stuff though. It is a very red themed raid. But Sire Denathrius, he's the boss, or the last boss that we're working on, and like it's a 3 phase fight, and like it's pretty cool. Like you gotta micromanage a lot of stuff, and then You got to make sure, like, a lot of his mechanics are a one shot. That if you get hit by it, you die. Even like as me tanking, if I get hit by it, I'll die. And it's good. It's gonna. I think it's going pretty good. But it's. I wouldn't say he's gimmicky. He's just. I think he fits. He fits very well to the WoW thing. And if y'all want to watch tonight at 7, I'll be streaming it on twitch.tv/fantasy63. Shameless plug there. Uh, and that's what I'm trying to do. And the other thing that I'm trying to do is to get Keystone Master, which is I talked about that before, is completing a level 15 or higher in time for each of the 8 dungeons. And currently I'm 2 out of 8, and we're gonna try again doing some more tonight before the raid. So hopefully I'll be at least 3 out of 8, if not 4 out of 8,
All
by
right.
the end of the week.
Sounds good.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. And it's Lunar Festival and Overwatch now, so there's some different basically it's just a different set of loot boxes that are out now. I will say Overwatch does loot boxes the best way possible out of the ways I've seen loot boxes drop.
Yeah,
So
I do like that you get like a free loot box every level or something.
yeah. So but yeah. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Go ahead, Joe. What is your win of the week?
So my win is that all of my old cases from before my surgery have been closed out except for one, and it has been submitted, and I got corrections on it as I was out at a meeting on Friday afternoon, so I was unable to get to the corrections, but they are easy, and I will close them out first thing Monday morning, and then I will not have any of my old cases left, and I am happy about it, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Mage, what's yours?
I started a new job. And it's been pretty good, pretty chill so far. I have been reminded that this is the slow season for colleges. So I do expect it to ramp up towards March and stuff like that, but should be good.
That's good. All right. Well, my win this week is just that I'm happy that my COVID wasn't very severe, and the other thing is that I'm really happy that Vader w- pushed his way in here to see me, so now I don't have to be quarantined alone anymore, which it feels nice. But
I love you, Vader, but you also big dub dub.
yeah, big dumb dumb Vader. Vader's just like, oh hey, let's go outside. And I'm like, no, we can't. You're quarantined in here with me. And so he's sitting there looking at me like, what's quarantine mean? But yeah, I'm okay. I think I'll be better. I go back to work on Tuesday, so I
You're
scheduled
already sounding
quarantine
a little bit
until
better.
that Tuesday, so just so my brother doesn't get sick. But I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Well, good. You're already sounding a little bit better. So
Thank you. Like I said, I've just been resting and just getting good sleep.
are we doing the
All
would you
right.
rather?
Now let's do the outro. Let's see if I can do this by memory because I don't have it in front of me. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. You can follow us on YouTube, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.